What's going on, everybody? Free-to-play OG here, back for day 86 of the free-to-play series. As the 10-year anniversary extravaganza continues, today we maybe get a little bit of lull in the reward madness, but we still have so much to get through. What's going on, Cristiano? What's up, Bread and Cheese? What's up, Kush? Good to see you, brother. What's up, Kurosaki? What's up, Llamas? What's going on, Raj? What's up, Sean? Who else we got in here? Shivendra, good to see you again. Ray, good to see you as always. And I think that's just about everybody in the chat so far. Sambu, don't recognize you. Good to see you. We're playing on BlueStacks, my friend. All right. So, I've been snooping around in here this morning. So, dispatch rewards have been collected, but we'll snag these again. Nice. There we go. Hit 3 energy hits at the end there off of like 30 minutes. So, do we buy this? I was looking at the time earlier and I was like, you know what? We'll just wait till stream. I'm sort of up in the air about these. They're very expensive, but with how few CTPs we get generally on free-to-play accounts, the anniversary is a bit of an exception. Yeah, we rely on obelisks pretty heavily, and you need obelisks for rerolls anyways. So even though it's almost 1 million gold, I think we do this. I'm going to do it. But I don't do this. Not yet. Not yet. We're not gold rich enough for that. So we're going to get to that, Sahaj. I'm not sure. That's one of the things we're going to talk about today is our plan moving forward, because we're going to have to decide here soon what we're going to do. At least before we get started here, before we get rolling into too much here, I'm going to give it a few more minutes. Let's do some of our normal stuff here. I'll just grab the Alliance check in here. Looks like Alliance Conquest starts today. It looks like we got a favorable matchup, which is great for the Alliance. Great for us, great for rewards. They did buff those chests. I don't know if you guys looked into it. Basically, the way it works now is the whole top third of those chests give tier 4 materials from the contribution chests in Alliance Conquest. So if you can participate, it's a great idea. It can be hard depending on the alliance you're in and the matchups you get, stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely... Oh yeah, I should probably ask for something too, eh? Definitely some feathers are looking like a good thing to ask for. Well, I mean, tier 4 materials are one thing, obelisks are another, Kush. Come on now. But that's what I guess what I was pointing out is that obelisks, because of how many you need to reroll, carry like a good amount of importance. What's up, Drago? Good to see you again. All right, what was I just thinking? Ooh, I lost it because we started talking about obelisks. Uh-oh. That's okay. Let's head into... Oh, Timeline Quest. But I think we're all caught up. I was going to peek at Timeline Quest. I think we're good to just auto-grab all this. Yeah, this is just from yesterday. Some Alliance battle rewards. And I think just world event stuff, things like that. Nothing exciting, really. Hey, that's why I do those, man, every day. It takes me about, what, 3 or 4 minutes total, I think, to do all 5 of my legendary battle chests. Is Sentry another option before Hulk? Sentry's sort of different than Hulk, man, in so many ways. Sentry is so much more expensive than Hulk. He's definitely an option. Whether or not he's better... yeah, sorry, I misread. That's my bad. I was so confused by the question for a second. I was like, wait, what? Not really. When people are still comparing them, we'll get into that in a minute here. That's one of the main things I want to talk about today because Alex put his video out this morning about Sentry, and Beast Mode also put out his video about Sentry this morning. And spoiler alert for you guys, I probably won't make a final decision on Sentry until Commander releases his video. Not that other content creators don't know what they're talking about, because they definitely do. He just does really thorough testing, and he's a major PvP head. So Commander, yeah, really deep dives into how these uniforms work. And because this one's not such a like black and white choice, it's not like obliterating everything everywhere ever. It's good to look at that kind of nuance and get all the information we can, since that's just like a major decision for our account, you know. I always keep this rolling, man. Gotta keep it rolling little bits at a time. Right. Get extra gold, get them bonuses. Apparently I didn't spend any of this, even though I literally just went and spent this, but that's okay. Man, I hate that stuff. Those coins from that world event system is just awful. It is just awful. Yeah, we're doing really good in here. We've got one timeline left to go here, and then we are heading towards the hidden timeline to get another CTP, hopefully, in short order, which will be nice. Yeah, we've got a lot more things we can like do for the anniversary, right? We've got another P card reroll that we can force. We've got like 3 other P cards coming to us, guys. It's ridiculous. 3 or 4, because everything is going to line up for us. We have 245 tokens, right? So this is going to line up with the future pass. So we basically get our P card right when we finish the future pass. We should be getting the token event for a P card here soon. We also get a P card from the special anniversary pass here. And we'll also get another P card from the Agent Training Center. So, nice work, my friends. Nice work. Lickety split. Jolly on the spot with those completions. These, I think... So I'm starting to feel like these are full, like, 7 check-ins from a person, I feel like. So an individual person needs to check in 7 days, so you won't get this done until 7 days into this event at least, is what I'm kind of feeling now at this point. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe mine's progressing differently. But my friends here have been kicking butt, and still haven't seen either of those, so I don't think it's like, you know... if you have 7 friends and they all log in for 1 day, that doesn't count. You need 7 consecutive logins. We're doing pretty good here. We're still probably lined up to get both of these, which is fantastic. It is going to be tight getting this ticket. T-I-G-H-T tight. But I think we might actually get it, which is pretty exciting. Okay, so yesterday, 2 people gave me super chats, and I thought about it afterwards, and I don't think I mentioned either of their names. I said thank you for both of them, but I just want to shout out their names because I want to do justice for you guys, and I know that's the right thing to do. So B4M, X Nyack, and Nchris0, just another thanks to you guys and a shout out by name for you for the super chats. Appreciate it. Just wanted to make sure to do that. Also, I want to talk about really quick our logins. And I think this is standard, or is it? Is this always a 6-star mega rank up ticket here on the first week? I think it is, right? It's just been a while since I've seen one of these, and I need it really bad, so I'm super excited about it. Is that what's going on here? Or it is? Is it usually something else, Sahaj? I don't know. Anyways, I can't remember if this is usually a 6-star mega, or if it's something else, usually like a 6-star. It's the same as usual. Yeah, I'm just excited about it. Anyways, I'm excited about it. I just wanted to point out that this is really nice that we're getting this along with another Mega Tier 2 ticket from the spending mission. So we get another opportunity to bring someone up to Tier 2, one of our premium characters, which is great. Very exciting stuff there. Very exciting. All right, we got boost points, we got energy. Let's go ahead and get a GBR out of the way. Get this gameplay rolling, eh? What do you say? Where'd we spend 9k crystals? I blew it up. No, we spent it all on chests in the store and missed every time. No, we bought Multiverse Saga, so that was 5,200. So that was a big start, man. And then bought a couple uniforms so far: Red Goblin, Venomous, Black Widow for the Tier 4, and did I say Red Goblin? We picked up Red Goblin, Venomous, Black Widow, and one other one, I think. We got Hela, and then the P card reroll, right? Yeah, we got Thor. We got the Thor Ragnarok for the P card reroll. That's what it was. And I think that's everything. I'm not positive, but I think so. Let's see if we can get a... oh, nice. That's right. I got Divine in here now. Very cool. Yeah, grab Diego and then let's see if we can get someone who needs it to carry here. I know, I'll invite you anyways. I know, Goober always invites me for GBR, like right at 8:30, right when I can never do it. You're a weirdo, Goober. What are you doing? Being nice and probably just inviting everyone on his friends list, but okay, there we go. Nice, we got someone lickety-split. What's up, Diego? I saw you in there earlier in chat. I seen you. All right, let's do it. All right, pretty soon here, I'm going to start racing you guys. You ready? You ready to look bad, Ray? I'm coming for you, bro. Weird. What's up, AB Gamer? So I think Multiverse Saga is actually, like, okay. It is the most rewarding crystal purchase I'm aware of in the game. I'm not aware of any other purchase you can make with that amount of crystals and get as many rewards as you can potentially get from that purchase. Getting that purchase gives you the opportunity over a long period of time to get a bunch of really good rewards, and it also doubles the speed at which you're building your emblem collection. Yeah, doubles. So I would say it is absolutely worth it if you plan on playing the game for any amount of time. But it is expensive, so, you know, buyer beware that it's just a large purchase. You do get your 6-star Franklin Richards, who's really cool, by the way, a really cool character. Has some interesting, weird stuff with his artifact if you don't know about it yet. And it's just neat. Kind of does some weird stuff in PvP with his iframes and stuff against, like, non-PvP characters and non-meta characters, so interesting stuff. And you also get a CTP selector right out the gate from Multiverse Saga, so really nice. Yeah, Multiverse Saga all day, in my opinion. I think Jean Grey's fun. I think she's a great character. Great. Like, I mean, she is still just bullies free-to-play and new accounts. I mean, I get wrecked by her in PvP still all the time. I can take out her first life, but that's true for most revived characters. That's what we're noticing. I can take out the first life with, like, Black Widow or someone like that, but that second life, when they come up, they just cook my whole team. Like in Otherworld Battle and stuff. We were having fun doing all right. I'm not, definitely not unhappy with the pick, that's for sure, but, I'll tell you what is the most noticeable thing that I didn't expect with Black Widow, and that is her massive lack of stats as a speed type is very difficult for me. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what her stats look like here in a second. I can't cap anything yet until our cards get better. And I could have capped something, but I went for a more balanced approach. I would rather have more things just about capped than one thing capped and everything else complete garbage. Oh no, my BlueStacks. Somebody asked what I was playing in earlier, and I was honest. I said BlueStacks because that's true, but I don't suggest you play in BlueStacks. I suggest you try something else and let me know if it's good, because BlueStacks has been a bunch of grief for me, and I just have been really busy, so I haven't wanted to change in case it makes problems with my setup. I'm scared that I'm gonna, like, break everything I have set up by doing something different. Okay, nice. Thanks for the carry, Diego. I appreciate you, brother. Do I need probably not, Min. Probably not. Loki's still good. It's so when you ask, do I need Loki? It's an interesting question because no, you don't need Loki if you have tier 4 Thor. However, that doesn't mean Loki's bad. And so, like, he's still meta in ABL for like 2 days or something like that. He cooks for us in a lot of different days. I've paired him up with Thor, and it's doing really well for me with, like, the dispatch team we're using is Thor, Loki, and Doctor Strange. And we've gotten to 13.5 and doing okay-ish in 13.5 with a tier 3 80 Strange. So I wouldn't take Loki to tier 4 or anything, but it may be worth the uniform. up to you in the end. But I do think there is truth to the idea that like early game thing that I keep going on about, you know, with the dispatch, like propelling through dispatch and all that, loses value when you start with a tier 4 Thor. It kind of takes away from some of that. Okay, dimension mission and do our sneak peek. So I decided that what we'll do is I can't remember what I said last time, but I'm making this official for now. Of course, everything can change. Yay, what fun. With the sneak peek thing, right? If you guess what the sneak peek is and locate it in the thumbnail, so the type of thing it is and where it is in the thumbnail, you get 1 point. If you guess what we got and locate where it is, you get 2 points. Whoever is the first person in chat to guess where it is correctly and what it is gets the first guess on exactly what it is. So even if someone throws out a guess after we figure out what it is and gets it right, if the person who guessed first guesses right after them, they get the point, because I want the person who finds it to get the first guess on what it is, right? And whoever gets 2 points, it's up to you when you use it, but I'll write you down. You have a free account review or flex. I can't say I'll do it exactly when you want to do it, like on the spot, but you let me know when you're ready, and then we'll get it into probably the stream that you let me know that you're ready. And that's how I want to do this, because fine. Then we just have some kind of reward for this, and if you don't want to flex your account or get any account help, I will give you a ultra omega shout out on the stream, and you'll find out what that is. I'm kind of just joking, but it'll be funny. So there you go. That's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to throw up the thumbnail here on the stream for probably about 10 seconds. Let you guys look for the sneak peek, and let's see who can find it first. Here we go. Be about 5 more seconds. And there we go. All right, so take your guesses. Drago, you just gotta, I hope you want to flex or something. Drago just shut you guys down. Jolly on the spot. Nice, then I hid that one a little bit better. I'm never trying to hide them so much that you guys can't find them at all, because that's not like fun for anybody but me. So, no, Drago got it. Yep, Drago got it. It was behind the D. There was a biometric symbol hidden behind the D at the bottom. You got any guesses to what we got, Drago? Dude, all right, let's go find out. We're doing this little sneak peek game we've been doing, Yuan. When I find premium items off stream, like if I found a CTP from a chest or dispatch or whatever, I hide a sneak peek in the thumbnail for the next day's stream, and then we do what I just did. I'll throw the thumbnail up on stream with the hidden item in it or whatever for you guys to find, and you can get points by finding it and guessing what it is. And Drago is on fire because dude is sitting here with 3 points. Toot toot. I'm just shocked at this. Like at this point, dude, free to play old and rigged we may have to just change the channel name at this point. Yeah, you nailed it. That's why I was just like gonna give it to you. It's like you had inside information, did you? Yeah, I know, guys. This is ridiculous. Enchantress and Sleeper, huh? Interesting. Yeah, guys, and for those of you who don't know, maybe you started watching the streams earlier, we haven't talked about this in a while. This totally changes everything. Now we have to this is why I titled the stream the way I did. Now we have to assess everything again. This changes everything for our account. We have Agent Venom with a 6-star mega rank up ticket, a tier 2 mega rank up ticket, and a 5-star artifact. I'm exhausted from all the whiplash. Yeah, guys, and we, you know, like, I'm gonna break down the decision, but we've got Black Widow now with the symbiote uniform. We've got Agent Venom, like part of me wants to even, so we've got options, right? And let's see, let me see where we're at. What do we got going on? Let's dump some energy and then we can just go ahead and talk about the Sentry, the whole thing, the whole Sentry reviews, the Knull versus Sentry, where we're going to spend. Let's get all that figured out and then we'll do our world bosses. So let's get rid of some energy. Come on, give us some good emblems from the Dooms. It's so funny because really you're mostly just waiting on this. I mean, it'll take you forever to find all the emblems, right? But you're so gated by data. It's just crazy. All right. Day of the Dooms. And we'll take Franklin to tier 2 right quick. He's nice. Might even transcend potential, that guy. Nice. We got a emblem pickup there. Very nice. You'll love to see it. Okay, that takes us down to 109. Perfect. Perfect. Oh boy. Oh boy. Game's going down. Marvel Future Fight's going down. Uh-oh. Well, I may have to, that feels like it's not BlueStacks, but here, let's just, hey. Well, I mean, it won't even let me close this out. Wow. Wow. Pardon the black screen, just gonna reboot BlueStacks here. That was weird. It looks like it froze on the game side, but I couldn't even get BlueStacks to respond. That was weird. All right. Okay, get rid of these 13 splashes that we get when we log in here. Cannot wait for this uniform. Cannot wait for this uniform. So excited. Okay, awesome. Now we got our energy burnt down. Now we're good to sit and have a chat. So, I don't know if you guys watched Alex's video. I don't want to, like, I guess, spoil a bunch of stuff for people, but we're going to talk about it anyways. So, both Cynic Alex and Beast Mode Gaming released review videos today for Sentry. And before I say anything else about this, I want to say that both of those guys know way more about this than I do. I mean, way more about this than I do. I am basically coming at this from a perspective of a voyeur who is just collecting information from all over the place. I've been working really hard to watch a lot of different sources and try and gather up info, but I do want to be really clear that those guys have been making content on this game for so long and just know way more about this stuff than I do. So I just don't want to come across like I'm talking shit or second guessing what they're saying, ever. Okay, and I want to also, one more quick disclaimer, because you guys know I'm wordy and nerdy like that, and I like to cover my bases. There still needs to be more testing, in my opinion. Everything we're talking about now, I don't think anybody has the whole picture yet. They're just being kind and trying to get reviews out to people to help them make choices. So when you're making this decision, it's a big one and a personal one for your account. So I just want to make it clear that I'm not making any final recommendations for what someone should purchase when it comes to these two uniforms we're going to talk about. Okay, that's enough talking about that. Every video I've watched for this guy, except for like maybe 3, people come in with a negative title and a negative attitude, and then they show game footage, and he consistently performs pretty well. That's what I'm seeing. I don't see him getting shit on at all. I see him doing some really impressive stuff. One thing I noticed, right, is when you're watching the new Sentry versus Knull, if they both pop up, and this shows my ignorance because I should be able to explain what's happening better here. It just has to do with the order, or not order, but the point in their skill rotation that they are at when they're attacking each other. When they both go up in the air at the same time, Sentry wins. Just claps Knull. That's what I'm seeing every time. When they both, I think it's their 5th skills or whatever, and they do that crazy-ish where they both rise up in the air, mean mugging each other, and then they come back down. I'm seeing Sentry almost always come out on top. If it's out of sync and they do not do that, I'm seeing Knull win a lot. And that's what I'm seeing. That's it. And that's resulting in Sentry winning a lot against Knull, but losing sometimes. That's just what I'm seeing, right? I'm also seeing Sentry beat the snot out of other characters in this game, for sure. I'm not saying everybody, but let's be real. This is, if you're going to tell me that's not a powerful upgrade, I'm going to tell you you're ridiculous. Especially when you're looking at base uniform to this, night and day. It's huge. Hang on 1 second. I see you've posted that a couple times, Mantu. Let me, give me a sec, and then I will give you a recommendation there. So yeah, it's like a night and day jump, right, between the base uni and this, obviously. So one of the things I wanted to point out is that people reviewing this uniform, almost all of them have this uniform, right? So they're not only reviewing this uniform, they're reviewing this uniform as an upgrade from this uniform. And it appears that it is definitely an upgrade. How much of an upgrade? I don't know. And again, I got to leave that up to the big boys and the people who know much more about this. But I can see that it's clearly an upgrade from this uniform. So I think people saying that it's not are, again, kind of tripping. It is clearly an upgrade. For the premium tier 2 selector, it's hard not to say Nick Fury, my friend. If you're comfortable buying Nick Fury for crystals, you can get him from legendary battles at 1,500 crystals at any time if you want. But you can also get Enchantress from Dimension missions. So Sleeper, out of those three, is the only true candidate that you cannot get from other means. And I wouldn't tell you which to pick, but I would give you that information and say that's what you should use to decide. Because you have your account, and that's kind of what you need to know to make that decision. All right, so as far as Sentry versus, I think that actually breaks most of it down. I think I kind of said most of what I wanted to say. Most of the videos I'm seeing, so it's funny, more than one person has said that there may have been some kind of buff, and I am not saying there has been. I just think it's interesting that Beast Mode Gaming, and I don't know if it was Alex or someone else, but at least 2 major content creators I watched started recording their videos, were surprised by the good performance, and then were like, huh, maybe there was like a stealth buff, because I went and tested this uniform when it first came out, and I got absolutely dumped on. And I've seen more than one person say that. And I'm not saying there was a buff, but I do think that's interesting that that reaction came from more than one person. That they went to record and then they were like, huh, this is a little better than I remember this performing before I sat down to do this, which is also hilarious as a content creator, because ain't that how it goes? You got your opinion all set and ready, and then you go to do your gameplay and it just craps all over your opinion you just formed. So yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to talk about with the general sort of air around Sentry's upgrade right now. I think the best advice still is just to avoid any knee-jerk reactions. We have a lot of time on this sale, and I mean a lot of time. So you don't have to decide today. And I think I'll be waiting on this final decision between these two for Commander's video, just to weigh them all together and try and get the best picture I can, because as someone who's not ignorant to the way PvP works in this game, but I can't break it down the way these guys can. I rely heavily on their opinions, so the more opinions from these guys I can get and aggregate together, the better. Because this is a huge decision for our account. It is. I think it's kind of a no-lose. Like, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't... And I like that. Like, for us, this is kind of a no-lose situation. We're not going to get one of these and be like, oh, man, I screwed up. You know, they're both incredibly strong. Especially now with Agent Venom in the picture. It sort of, it changes a lot of things. And then one other thing I want to comment on with this whole situation with Sentry and Knull. If Knull had come, or Sentry had come out, right, and just clapped everybody, that, in my opinion, would have been terrible for the current direction and state of this game. We gotten some puzzle pieces over the anniversary that I haven't seen anyone talk about. We got a lot of why we've been getting the characters we've been getting explained without any explanation. The new PvP mode that was released is likely why we saw so many characters like Daredevil, Punisher, Elektra, characters that are native tier 1, PvP oriented, but aren't gonna stand a really, really strong chance against Knulls, Sentries, Jean Greys, right? The reason we're seeing so many of them is because they're trying to build out. This is going to be both facts and speculating copium, right? The facts are that they are building out PvP so that you have to use more characters, or get to use more characters is more how I should say it, and broaden out the PvP game field, because the way it was before, Alliance Conquest was the only place to do that, and it was in a terrible state, and no one played it. So that is happening, right? What I'm hoping is that they're moving this game from this Jean comes out, rules the meta for a year. Knull comes out, or actually she ruled for like 2 freaking years because Madeline Pryor didn't even shake her. Jean Grey rules for 2 years. Then Knull comes out, rules for a year. Then Sentry comes out, rules for a year and a half. That kind of thing is like fun for a week for the whales that pick them up and beat everybody up. It is not good for the health of the game. This uniform makes me really hopeful that they're moving towards a chess instead of checkers approach, where these characters that come out aren't going to like topple the meta. They're going to rock, paper, scissors more. It shouldn't be, in my opinion, a blatant just like this guy beats this guy beats this guy. But I love this idea that there's nuance. Like this is it. This is what I found it. Good. So Hela, right? Hela has gained a ton of value with this new game mode and with Sentry. Hela gives you a bunch of buffs against heroes, right? So using Hela against Sentry is very powerful right now. And that is the kind of stuff you love to see. A character that is good and cool but was slipping out of the meta has now regained value, become potentially far more valuable because a character came out that's really, really good but isn't invincible. Can be stopped with certain combinations. So I'll quit rambling, but I love that like chess instead of checkers idea, that we get characters that don't obliterate the entire meta. They're just very, very strong. So you're safe to build them or Knull or Jean or whoever. And then for us, this decision became an absolute cluster duck. So yeah, now we've got Agent Venom, right? So now what do we do? Basically, our entire strategy was built around the fact that we hadn't found Agent Venom in time and that we had no guarantee that we would, right? But now we have Agent Venom and we have a 5-star artifact, so we're probably idiots if we don't pick up Agent Venom's uniform like as soon as possible, because even just Black Widow would benefit so much from hanging out with this guy, right? Knull's looking more attractive, obviously, so this becomes a much harder decision to make. Yeah, we might actually look at building Spider-Man. We have him tier 3. It's pretty easy to get him 80 or even tier 4, and then we have a team for Team Battle Arena of Spider-Man, Black Widow, and Agent Venom, which is for a free-to-play, is so strong. Their major issue is their typing, in my opinion. They have other issues, right? But their major issue is their typing. Their speed types, they get whopped by like Wolverines. Who else? I'm brain farting the other huge combats that are in there. But you see Hulk. Dude, like that's another thing with Black Widow that's a bit challenging. And no one ever claimed that Widow was going to do well in timeline battle. And she doesn't. But yeah, being able to build those teams out in like Otherworld Battle and stuff, and in particular Team Battle Arena, where you can target specific teams that don't have heavy combat types, could be incredibly valuable. Dude, Kush, you're hilarious, bro. I did some testing with Widow yesterday in PvP and was pretty happy with how that panned out. Our Widow, let me show you this. Yo, dude, speed types and stats. Yikes. Yeah, that's rough. So yeah. Bro, Kush, you can't even beat Ant-Man. So the guy who can't even beat up Ant-Man is talking about how my Wabusi can't beat up all the people she can beat up. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Actually, if you do want some good advice with Widow for positioning her in PvP to get better results, don't ever put her where people just come out and punch her first. Give her a second if you can. If you can like put her off to the side on Otherworld battle, I was getting some pretty good results. She comes in, as soon as she can get in that first iframe, she starts just clearing people out. Her and Hulk were doing some work for me. The two of them together is very nice for our early free-to-play. What's up, Sahaj? I'm getting off track here with Widow. Started talking shit about Widow and... By Hela Uni? So Hela Uni, that's one people just kind of got to decide on their own with. I can give you the breakdown. I think her value increased a lot. Specifically, like you can go watch it. You can see how effective she is against Sentry. It's pretty impressive. However, the issue with her obviously is she is not going to be effective against Knull or villains at all. What's up, Manpreet? And what's up, Bravo? And what's up, Dark Knight? And what's up, everybody else? Tarsi, Goober, everyone who's come in here since I said what's up this morning. Polly, thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Full house again. Man, you guys are great. The Sentry's bad, man. You know who's bad is Wolverine. That guy sucks. Terrible. No. So where was I? I got sidetracked by Widow hate. Talking about what we're gonna do. That's right. What we're gonna do. Oh, then I probably already said what's up to you. Hey man, I don't remember who all's in this chat. You think I remember the 99 people that are in here? Love every one of you, but I couldn't recite your names back to you. No, not right now. Not off the top of my head. So for us, like, I don't think I'm gonna pick up Hela right now because I don't think we have the room for that kind of PvP support. But if you feel like you do, Sahaj, I think she's really good. The bonus against superheroes and the damage reduction is incredibly good. Incredibly good. Not to mention, she's decent in PvP, and she can actually hurt some fools. Oh, I thought you had to get it to heroic. Do you not with those ones in the Thor Ragnarok? Because all the other ones, you have to take them to heroic, so I guess I just assumed. But when I think about it, I didn't check. Oh, yeah, because you have to have them heroic, you silly goose. Or I guess I shouldn't say it like that, because it sounds more like you weren't accusing me of something, you were genuinely asking. And the genuine answer is because you have to rank it up to heroic in order to get the CTP of energy. And this now costs 500,000 gold, and everybody should get it. Take it up to heroic and get your free CTP of energy. Well, not free, but you got the idea. Yeah, Hela's an interesting pick. I think if you've got the room to fit her in, you can. Her uses are still niche, and I think she gained value, but I don't think she's like the must-buy of the Sentry. Because again, we've got, for us especially, like, I don't even know who we're going to be building or what that's going to look like. I was thinking something I haven't seen yet that I think would be interesting to test for somebody, I guess. And maybe I'm dumb and I'm missing something. But wouldn't a team, well, let's see. I can maybe answer my own question. This is what we should do instead of asking people all the time in our lives, in my humble opinion. Where is that metal man? There he is, all the way up here. What are the exact support buffs from this thing? What does it change? This just changes his, what is it? It changes this passive. Received basic damage. Increases basic damage from supervillain faction. It's just 50% damage reduction. I say that like that's not amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I'm curious what a team of Hela, Knull, and Agent Venom looks like in timeline battle. And again, the big boys know more about this than I do, but I was just seeing Hela make Sentry die like instantly. So I'm curious what that team would do against Sentries. And other teams. I mean, that seems like a pretty decent setup to me. Anyways, so sorry, I'm being a little scrambled here. I'll try to focus up. Talking about too many things at once. So for us, for our plan, if we're really, really careful, it just got so complicated for everybody with the anniversary. To Time, Jake. Time is the answer. Plus, I'm a magician with gold and stuff. We're gonna pick up Agent Venom. I think we're stupid not to. 5-star artifact and having him unlocked, we go for it. We pull the trigger. We're gonna get Shuri. She's a shoo-in, must get. We got to get Captain Marvel. We're gonna get the Rage from the Legendary Battle, most likely. That's pretty guaranteed at this point. We really want the CTPs of Rage. To trigger you, Kush, is why it's in there, just to trigger you. So I can sit here and hem and haw about whether or not I'm maybe going to get it and then not get it and then dunk on Spider-Man some more and talk about why Black Widow is always better than Spider-Man in every game mode, including timeline battle and beating up your mom. So there you go, Kush. That's why Spider-Man's up here. All right. So we got to get this... Oh, on a serious note, why is he up here? I'll get there in just a sec. Hang on, we got to go down the line. So Captain Marvel's good. We'll get it from a selector. She fills our ABX day. That's he's like, now we've gone too far. Yeah, so we get Captain Marvel. We'll get our other P card unlocked. This is still questionable for me. I'm not sure I want to use an artifact selector on her artifact. We're getting into a lot of spread with like native tier 1 PvP characters, and that's a good thing for our account, but I want to be careful how much of that we invest in. Definitely picking up Sif. Spider-Man's up here just as a consideration. If we build Knull, it's going to be time. Same with Sentry. It's going to be months until we get them up. With Agent Venom, we seriously could make a pretty Black Widow and Agent Venom. It would be a pretty savage team for like taking out a team in Team Arena battle. And also both good in Alliance Conquest. Spider-Man's not the best, but neither is Black Widow. So just kind of utilizing the team of the three of them. And then Spider-Man will likely get a uniform in the future. Black Widow is also a fan favorite. So even if the symbiote meta falls off, both those characters have a decent chance of getting future upgrades. So maybe. This is definitely a maybe. This is in, and then one of these is almost for suredly. Bro, you'll get clapped, Kush. You're killing me, bro. I can't tell if you're trolling me or if you actually want me to sit here and explain to you how native tier 2 and native tier 3 characters work in Marvel Future Fight. Because I feel like maybe you don't know, or you don't know that we're playing free to play, or maybe there's some kind of misunderstanding, or you're trolling me. In which case, if you're just having fun, that's fine. But I took a jab at your mom, and then you said enough, so I thought we were done. So if you're being serious, I can explain to you how tier 3 and native tier 3 and native tier 2 characters work, and why we don't have access to fucking 5 of them if you want. Rage bait! Oh, rattle the cages! All right, guys. So what we're going to do with the rest of the stream here is we're going to spend about 2 hours going through all the native tier 2 and native tier 3. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's keep rolling. So we have, no, stop, Kush, stop. You're killing me. So we can afford about this many unis. If we don't get any crystal characters from the store, make a guide on that. After swords, Kush, after swords. We can get about this many uniforms. What is this? 8 uniforms and 1 of these 2 with our crystals, and get our free uniform ticket, have 2 uniform tickets left at the end of the anniversary. And we all situation where we forego, I mean, like, let's be real. It's probably going to look like this. We're going to hold off on a slot for Taskmaster to ensure we have the crystals. It looks like Taskmaster, cannot confirm 100%, but it looks like Taskmaster is likely to be a tier 4 combat female villain. Hopefully still support, should be. And that for free-to-play characters is going to be amazing. The problem is I'm not sure how much we can utilize that value, is the thing with Knull and PvE. It's possible, and he has it, which I do like. But think about it, Sean. Who's tier 4 then? I think she's tier 4, bro. Pretty much guaranteed. Because the only other option is Ghost. Yeah, man, I think it's a great I mean, it is. It's an exceptional website. There's a couple things that are out of date on there, but so much of their information is crucial. Like, all of us use it. Yeah, they do such good work. It's crazy. Anyhow, there you go. I see a lot of people asking, so let's go take a look, and then we'll get into the rest of our gameplay, World Boss Legend and stuff. Thanks for listening to all the rant. Appreciate it. hopefully we talked about some interesting stuff there. That's pretty much the breakdown of where I'm at on both of those topics. So, going into the archive, let's take a look here at this bad boy. This Mama Jamma. Almost done here, so we've almost got ours. No, I say almost done, but this will go fast. So, obviously, I don't recommend anything you can get from Dimension missions. I don't think that's a good play. At all. You can consider Nick Fury. Let's just to break this pick down. Nick Fury, from a free-to-play perspective, Nick Fury is available in the game. You can buy him, but he costs 1,500 crystals. You can get him from Legendary Battle. He's like other crystal cost characters in the game. So he's very, very good, but there is another way to acquire him. So, moving on. You know, big enough of a deal to warrant using a selector like this for free-to-plays on a character like that. Even if she was really, really, really good, she'll get replaced sooner or later, and then this unlock would just be sitting on your account doing nothing. And yeah, that is the other thing to mention. As a free-to-play player, 1,500 crystals is a lot, so take that into consideration. We're just going to move on here, keep going, not seeing anything that matters. Just kidding. Dazzler's fucking amazing. Dazzler's great. One of the best choices, in my opinion. Dazzler is not available through any other means besides selectors, as far as I know. She is a great support for mutants, and one of the reasons I like her, and I personally would maybe take her over Polaris, is I really like how unique her support ability is. It's different than other characters. I think it's like 70% ignore dodge that she provides. And everybody's going to go, Polaris is better, Polaris is better. But the reason they're saying Polaris is better is because she's a lead support, and that's very, very good. So Polaris is also a great choice. I recommend you look at both of these characters. You weigh their value and your needs. You weigh their looks, because I think this girl looks like an absolute pile of D. And this girl looks absolutely awesome and throws me back to a time that I hate, but I love her uniform. So, things to think about. Good characters, though. This is where most people are going to direct most people, because these girls are not available through other means, and they're both very good support characters. And yeah, you're going to hear a lot of Polaris is better, and that is because she has a leadership as well as a support. But you're also going to hear Dazzler's better, because Polaris has a very, very boring support, and Dazzler has a very, very good support. So, there you go. Wow. Yeah, and that's not it as far as value that's in here, but after that, we get into way more niche choices. You've got like Sleeper's got PvP benefits for symbiotes. Maybe PvE, I'd have to go look him up again, but I know he's got like debuff cleanse and like some other symbiote buffs, so you could probably use him in PvE. Probably buffs like damage and something else. Symbiotes. You've also got... Yeah, get Dazzler or Polaris. Nick Fury, Dazzler, Polaris are the best choices, I think, out of here. I genuinely was giving that another look over. And there are some other characters in here you could talk about, but I think between Polaris, Dazzler, Nick Fury, and Sleeper, Ghost Panther, I don't suggest characters like that, because you can get him through other means. So as a free-to-play player, I would never take someone like Ghost Panther from this, because I can get him. I don't need to use this selector. To me, to a free-to-play player, is very definitive in its uses. I would never avoid getting something like this to grab an upgrade that I could get another way. This to me has so much value because this is the only way I can get it. And I have a thing about collecting characters, the crystals you get, building out your roster, dispatch power, yada yada. And I know that's not everything, but it's part of this. And then also, just, I guess I should say it, if you don't want Polaris, have her, don't want Dazzler, or you have her, maybe you have all three somehow, and you don't know what else you could do with this selector, there are a bunch of World Boss Legend unlocks in this selector. I do not recommend you prioritize that, but I do want to let everyone know that they are in here. So there are plenty of characters in here that you need to push stages in World Boss Legend. I can rattle off a few of them really quick. There's Morbius, Spider-Woman. Who else is in here that you need? I believe Sunbird is an unlock, if I'm not mistaken. Rescue is an unlock, if I'm not mistaken. I know I'm skipping some because these are just the ones off the top of my head. So there you go. And also with that 6-star selector, I think that you get when you first start an account, you probably should go with Arrow over Morbius. We broke down, like me and Victor did, like a deep dive kind of into, he did more than I did. I more just kind of listened to him, but talked about all the World Boss Legend unlocks, and we were talking about them from a free-to-play perspective. And I think getting Arrow out of that first selector makes a lot more sense. It lets you do some crazy long-term pushing, also gives you a dispatch pip. Yeah. She's both. She has a dispatch pip specifically for her, and she has a World Boss Legend unlock. So that would be my recommendation there. I need to drink some liquids. Holy cottonmouth. My goodness. That was a lot of talking. Let's do some playing. What do we need to do here? We need to use War Tiger. I'm like forgetting and not doing it. We need to use War Tiger. I believe we are going to be unlocking Jean and Kang. Going to happen on, but it's time for us to start pushing into Kang. We're starting to get tier 4s and 80s for all our World Boss Legend teams. All these stage 9s are getting obliterated. So yeah, it's time. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's just do this really quick and make sure it gets done. Actually, yeah, you... Oh... Sure. Because he is a native tier 2 character, he costs 1.5 times as much as a regular tier 1 character. I need some water here. Coffee did not hit the spot. Oh. Shout out to good water. Talk about something we take for granted. Oh, love a good water. Coming right out my tap. Privilege. Man, we have... I'm just gonna like brag here for a minute. Big old flex on you guys. We have unbelievably good drinking water where I live in Oregon. It is insane, and I know that, and I do not take it for granted. I love our water. I even tell people on my live stream about our water. That's how much I love our water. Delicious. Hey, Gratzko. That's huge, man. I'm still stuck there. I kind of hate you all. I'm super jealous. Chewy got it. Check us out. So Victor got it, right? He busts through 13.5. Chewy gets it, busts through 13.5. Victor gets a crit, gets like, I don't remember what it was, 90 carbonadium off of his brand new dispatch sector. And then Chewy made a post yesterday, got a crit for like 70 something carbo out of dispatch. Oh my God, I hate you guys so much right now. Hilarious. But in seriousness, Gratz, that's a tough stage to beat. Still trying to figure out exactly what's going on in that stage that makes it so difficult. Clearly there's some kind of debuff or something being thrown up somewhere, because you'll go in, or some kind of way that they're interacting with debuffs or something, because you go into the fight, you'll start doing a bunch of damage, and then nothing. It's like they get a shield that just prevents damage. It is so bizarre. And then you'll push a little more, and then it just stops. Manpreet, you tell me, brother. I'm still working on it. I'll let you know. Right now, I'm working on getting Strange tier 4 and a Rage on him. And Pierce on the cards, because as far as I know, that's the best way to keep moving through it, is Pierce and all that. So, and a Rage on Strange will help a lot. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, just making sure. pushing through. We'll get those done and start pushing on Gore. For fun as much as anything else. Like, why are we playing the game if not to play the game, right? Yeah, we can go ahead and grab that and that. Who did I use? The speedsters? Gamora? Yeah, that's fine. That'll do fine. Yeah, I'm stuck at like 7, and I think even with 8, I think we have 6 or 7% Pierce right now in the count. I think 7. And I think even with 8, we would struggle. We need like Strange tier 4 with a Rage. I think you could maybe do it without it, but I don't know. It's really tough. That stage is a pain. God, this guy just does not take shit from these speed types at all. He does physical damage speed types. He don't give a shoot. He's like, what? Did you say something? Can I help you, ma'am? I screwed that rotation up so bad. That's alright. Almost got him to that first Necrosword. Yeah. I don't know why, I have to look into where Gamora is struggling, because she should be doing a little more work with a CTP of energy on these bosses. Ooh, late proc. Yuckers. In fact, let's just get her out of here for now. Oh, good thing, because apparently I'm just going to step in the attacks and die like a total boob. Well. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's one of the issues, obviously, is him just jumping right out of her attack range. Doesn't help us out at all. There we go. That was good looking damage. Go. Get out of this poison. Yeah, level 80. Thank you. I don't know why I'm acting like she is level 80, because she's not. And on Gore, that's, yeah, it's a huge factor, it seems like. Character level, if you're not level 80, Gore kind of feels bad, man. So I guess when you look at it that way... Oh! I was like, that's either going to hit me and we're dust, or... we are going to outrun it. Yeah. We need to push her up to 80. We'll do that. And for now, here's for Loki. 6-star Katie artifact. Ouch. Congrats on the reroll, though. Eh? So my strategy, Manpreet, is that there are very, very few good judgment targets in this game, and there are many, many, many good rage targets in this game. So my plan is to always have a judgment on my Thor, because he can utilize it, and other characters cannot. So there you go. That's my reasoning. I'm just going to keep a judgment on Thor. We might even make it a mighty judgment if we ever get the chance. There's just too many other characters for us to put a CTP of Rage on as a free-to-play player to justify making that switch. So that's my plan. But I will say, what's up, Sanitani? That I will say that Rage is his preferred CTP, as I'm guessing you know, because you just asked about swapping to it. So, and I think he does, you know, noticeably better with a Rage over a Judgment. But I think that's a really good reason for us, at least, as free-to-play players, to just go ahead and keep a judgment on him. And he's definitely doing pretty well for us now. It's going to be so long before we're like pushing into, you know, any later stages of World Boss Legend Plus or even high stages of World Boss Legend. So, you know, ultra min-maxing is not something we have to think about for a while. Oh no, not the 5 first. Oh well, I guess it didn't matter, did it? Really? Interesting, Kush. I like that. I want that to be true, so now I agree with you. That's how confirmation bias works. Yay! Yeah. I mean, exactly. And even, yeah. I think that's good reasoning. And especially if you were like in a boat where you were thinking, oh, maybe I'll put a judgment on for a while. Yeah, I think you're good to do that. Certainly not a bad choice. That I have tested. I can tell you. He does damage with a judgment. I've seen it. Yeah, let's see. This will be interesting. Let's see the difference between 80 Gwenpool and the Gamora at level 72. And I'll bet you it's pretty dramatic. Well, you can't go in here. We might use you for a clear. Sure, that's good. No, yeah, took him out. That was leftovers. Yeah, no. No, that guy's got, he does some work. Isn't that crazy? Loving the rage on Gwenpool, man. Or mini rage. It's not a rage. But, man, it's been so nice. Even when it felt like it wasn't quite doing as much damage as we needed it to do sometimes. It's just so much better feeling. The, gameplay. Could we, like, hey, come over here, man. Come here. I want to talk to you. Or just stay over there. Gosh, what a dick. You gonna move? I'm gonna wait, dude. I'm gonna wait. You can either come over here and we can talk, or, yeah, you can stay in the corner. Oh, yeah? Yeah, is it time? Cool. Gotta have principles sometimes, you know what I mean? You can't let these guys boss you around. Oh, shoot. No. Yeah, the 3 works. Yeah, there we go. Oh, did I miss one? Oh no, I just went faster than usual, I guess. Hut. Yeah. Oh. Meh. I'll just do it without the 3. Even though the 3's got buffs, he gonna die. There we go. Yeah, if she was level 80, I think she'd do much better. And go, no. Gwen has a point at mini rage. I'm not watching, I need to pay attention. Not read. But I'm interested in what you're saying. Yeah, I would reserve any judgments on Gamora till we get her to level 80, dude, because she has consistently done the same thing on this account, which has gone, oh, guys, you know, I don't know, I'm not very strong, maybe I shouldn't, and then we, like, give her a little bit of juice, and she's like, actually, kabam, and just slaps the biggest numbers we've ever seen on this account, and then she'll kind of, like, fall behind our tier 4s and stuff, blah, 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 and then we're going to take her to 80, and she's going to be like, sliggity, sliggity, slap, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, they're definitely not on even footing here, guys. We can't compare these two against this boss right now. They're not. They're not even in the same boat, man. They're not even in the same kind of vessel. You know what I'm saying? Who do we want to do? Who do we want? We want Wolverine. Wolverine. We want to see Wolverine shred. Let's take Wolverine. Sounds good to me. We'll put you in. You can take Spider-Man with you. I don't think I have a leadership to give this poor guy. Sad story. Just gonna have to just reduce debuff duration, and that'll be sweet. Good job, man. Good job with the debuff duration reduction, Wolverine. Keep it up. I had some fun with Widow and ABL yesterday. That was a good time. Watch here. It's like overthinking everything. This is like our second. We've got so many characters now, and I'm still playing like we don't have a bunch of tier 3s and transcendent potential characters that we can use as strikers these days, because we do. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Ooh. Okay, do you guys remember how bad the obelisk we have on this guy is right now? Can't quite get to the 6 in time. I still, on the numpad, I just can't find a way to get the 6. Even if I try to shorten the rotation and do like 3, 4, 5, 6 or something like that, for some reason, it's just super difficult to get the 6 in a proc rotation. But that's just the nature of the beast, I think, with Wolverine. I love the way he just like sticks to this dude like glue. He's like, nah, bro. There we go. Nice. Yeah. Definitely want the level 80 tunes against Gore. Helps so much. God, when we first came in here with Gwenpool, remember that? Woo-wee. That was rough. And Hulk. And I ended up putting like a double ignore dodge obelisk on Hulk to kill Gore. Pretty funny. Gosh, there goes blue stacks bugging out. Nice. We'll just cool it off. We're gonna cool it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get it? We got it! Hey, there it is. Finish with style. There we go. Snicket goes the claws, down goes the Gore, and hoorah for Ghost Panther. All right, moving on. One more clear here. Who do we got? Doctor Strange? No, let's do Black Widow for fun. Let's do Black Widow. She also gets screwed, though, on support. Gets no thing. Kind of hard to do that over this. But, and actually, what did I decide here? Yeah, the extra ignore dodge, right? Do that. Yeah, no, exactly. Well, I mean, you can with the lead. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's give her the ignore dodge in the lead. Why not? For funsies. Man, I do, like, I'm trying to be good with the Widow information, though. Like, honestly, I'm trying to give people, like, an accurate depiction of how she works, so I, like, don't want to overhype anything she does or doesn't do. No, she can't use this passive, bro, but she can use this leadership, so it's just for funsies. We'll see how it goes. Sure, I don't want to put Hulk in there and, you know, distort our findings here, distort our results. No. I want to try Wobbusair. Yeah, and it doesn't matter who we use. This guy's likely to just keel over and die. So, you know. I mean, give me a break. Is that not like the best damage we've seen after Thor? I'm pretty sure it is. Anyways, whatever. It's the support. Like, let's be real. It's the support. Just being real. If we're being fully transparent, it's the Green Goblin lead, helping her a lot. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. It's too bad she's not a little bit better because I love this uniform. And it's just on the cusp of being something really, really good. It's not quite there. I mean, I'm with you guys, but I really do love this uniform. I love the skill effects and stuff, and the way it plays. It's super easy to play. She does the same kind of thing where she like locks on your boss and just claps in. It's crazy. Crazy, man. But anyways, she's not, you know, she's not our PvE maiden. So we don't build her. Like, yeah, what would that look like with a PvE CTP? Yikers. You'd let Venomous ruin you? Yeah. Okay, dude, so this is not really spoiler alert. So I went through yesterday and took some time to set up the memberships for the channel. I'm like super hesitant to do that. I'm a weirdo. I have a weird thing about like, I won't put this into too many words, but the gamer community, gamers have been my community for like my entire life. I absolutely love my gamer friends. I feel so privileged to be doing this and making any kind of money at all. It is absolutely humbling. So I have a weird thing about setting up memberships. It's just been a block for me because I feel like I want to make them worthwhile. So I set them up, and I'll probably be activating them here really, really soon. But the whole reason I'm mentioning this is I made us a custom emote called Widowed for when I get slapped. It's like a Black Widow emote for when we get crushed in PvP. We can spam the Widowed emote for members. Hilarious. Or when we clap people with her. I don't know. We'll see. But funny. I just thought that was pretty funny. But yeah. I'll have more information on that really, really shortly. We'll get that set up. I don't even know, guys, what kind of books we're after. Yeah, there's a lot. So the way I think I'm pretty happy with what I got in the tiers right now and the way they're set up. It should be good. Like the lowest tier is custom emotes and badges. It's just like basic stuff, and it's the cheapest I could possibly make it. It's 99 cents. You get custom emotes, a loyalty badge or whatever. And I think I added priority replies to comments because even though that's a bit of a joke, since I reply to all comments, that may not keep up if the channel grows. So that's part of it. And then all the way up to the last tier, I did 3 tiers, and the last one is $10, which is insane. And I can't imagine anybody giving me that much money every month, but I put it there anyways, just in case. So the option's there, and that I will play video games with you. I will actually sit down and play an amount of either Path of Exile 2 or Marvel Rivals or a game that I'm interested in that you play that maybe I'll download. And it won't be one-on-one necessarily, but people who buy that highest tier, I'll actually play games with you, and we'll do a live stream for those people and those people alone. And then the mid tier, I think I did exclusive videos for the people who get the mid and top tier. I'll probably go see the MCU movies and do reaction videos for members and stuff like that. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just kind of like trying to figure it out myself. As most of you know, I'm super new to like all of this stuff. So behind the scenes, I'm completely panicked and just trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. It looks like we go with blast books from the selector there. Ooh, got a bunch of materials here. We need to utilize her. What's stopping us? Nothing, really. But, yeah. So we have a ticket. We could just take her straight to 70, so no costs there. And then we'd have to do the gears. And that is the main thing. And now we know we don't need to hold off for a timeline quest character. So we have freed these up, if I'm not mistaken, for the most part. We need them. If we continue the Sentry epic quest, we're going to need some for that. But This is quite a bit of materials. We could probably tier 3 Shuri right this moment if we wanted to. The reason also that I'm slowing down a bit on this is we're also in a position right now where we can buy the legendary battle, but we don't need it because we're not going to get Captain Marvel until day 90. And then once we get Captain Marvel on day 90, we get a CTP of Rage. So, maybe we just take Shuri to tier 3 really quick and get her uniform. Because those are 100%. Like, we're doing that. Faux show. We got to get this uniform. It is absolute fire. It is an optional for one of our best characters. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let's see. I mean, I know everyone's just going to be like, go, go, go. But for fun, you know, for fun. Let's... There we go. What do you guys think? What's up, Kyle? Good to see you again. There's not a discount for all tier 3s. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, no, we're going to be taking the tier 4 discount, yeah, for our Doctor Strange. So we won't have to worry about the tier 3s. We will want to build Taskmaster, but guys, by the time, that's 14, so that's what? 12 days from now, we're going to have enough materials to build another tier 3 in 12 days. So we will have enough to bring up Taskmaster or whoever we want. Probably Taskmaster, right? What do we got here? How many people have said, oh yeah, let's do it, guys. Screw it. If nothing else, let's do it for entertainment, since I know I want to do it anyways, and this stream has been a bunch of talking. Let's get some action. I think we use the ticket. This is one of those things people ask who to use this on. You just use it on any character that you're going to take from 60 to 70 manually so that you can avoid the costs. And this would be that situation where we're going to take Shuri up manually. So we would just use our ticket and save all of the materials it would take to enhance her level. All right. Let's fire it up. I think we're good to go. I can't think of, I'm over here just trying to like make sure there's no reason not to do this. I think we're good to go. Fire it up. Take Shuri's potential up to level 70. Solid. All right, guys, let's do some free-to-play gambling. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. You kind of take that. It's not terrible. Okay. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. Hey, nice on the last one again. That's sweet. You love to see it. I'd love to get a little, you know, get some decent numbers here now, because it'd be nice to save some materials. And it'd also be nice if we just had enough right out the gate to hit this. It looks like we may. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Let's go, dude. I don't know if I've ever done that before. Maybe. We did it with Thor, I think. Just bam, slap, done. Let's go. Just like that. Tier 3 Shuri. Like it was easy. Man, that was actually a decent, some decent costs. I think it was pretty average, but the last gear being so low so many times is very nice. Yeah, I'm cool with this being our purchase for today. And then tomorrow, I think we'll do the P card reroll, maybe. That sounds pretty good. All right. 875 crystals going to Shuri. Turning her into the Black Panther. Let's get into it. Bam. Bam. And a toot. You know, maybe not a toot, but a toot. Shuri's sweet, man. That's a huge puzzle piece for the account. Really happy about that. Really happy about that. One of the big supports we needed to get done. Let's see here. What did that leave us? Woo! Nice. Lots of CCF, which is good. Good, good. All right, all right. I'm ready to start working on, like, Valkyrie next, man. We need Valkyrie and Taskmaster brought up, and then I think we'll start diving heavy into our tier 4 plans. What's going on, Tashiki? Thanks for coming by the stream, my friend. All right, let's go check out Alliance Battle for today. No requirements, and then Strange. Oh, my poor Strange. It's like embarrassing using him, dude, this guy. Forgot to end our poll, but there we go. The crowd was pretty sure Shuri was the way to go. No, Shuri deserves a double toot. All right, fine, toot toot. We also got a custom tutor emote in the emotes that I made yesterday. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, Man Thing, this is you, brother. I'll let Man Thing take it. Oh, bummer, Sean. Off of your 4-star, you rolled into a 5-star and then bricked the 6th one. Ouch. Sorry, brother. That's a bummer. Oh, goodness. My sister's giving me a call. I'm going to answer that because I love her very much and let AB Normal run. Give me just a sec here, guys. Well, that was disappointing. It was her butt, not her. So, bummer. It's talking to her couch cushions or something. All right. Try to always answer the phone when it's like the mom or my sister. You never know. Gotta take care of the fam. I'm really fortunate. I live close to my immediate family still, which is really, really nice. So always checking to make sure they don't need something or make sure it's not an emergency. If I can. Gosh, I'm not the best. I leave my phone on silent a lot. Vibrate, not silent. So Strange is going to take villain supports. Because I know Thor's going to outscore her by a ton, but I just kind of want to see what happens here. Bear with me. And besides, you wonderful people turned me on to the fact that we can actually change our alliance battle teams these days, which is so nice. Bro, that's not even half bad for our account. He's tier 4. I'm always trying to temper my expectations, you know, temper my reactions with her. Man, she is such just an all-arounder, though. She does everything, like, pretty decent. I am surprised, like, I think her PvE performance might actually be slightly better than her PvP performance, I'm not gonna lie. She kind of slaps in PvE. I got no cancel here. Oh, yes, I do. Well, I can't. Yeah! Let's go. I screwed up the rotation, but still. Wow, she is doing good damage. My goodness. Yo, dude, cook. I screwed that up so bad. It almost feels like ending on the 3 does. Man, I'm like screwing up too. Alright, I gotta get my rotation back in order here. How do we... wow. Wow. Because tier 4, I guess. But, man. Waited way too long on the 3 and 4 there, but that's okay. Actually, it lined up pretty nice. 8.8. Oh, that was my bad. I just like bombed it. That was terrible. Yeah, I can't get the cancel now. I'm gonna try again with her. That's decent for our account. Like real decent. We'll see what Thor does. I think Thor's gonna like smoke her. Let's see what Thor. Let's see what Thor does. But gotta say, not a bad showing. It's the double supports too. So keep that in mind. Thor's probably gonna come in and make her look so small. So, oh my god, can I hit the right button here? No. You can tell this is ingrained in my brain so hard, like that you do not exit this mode ever. I swear to you, because it used to be different, and I played for so long the way it used to be that it just is like in my soul to never do that. Why doesn't Nick buff Widow? He does buff Widow. You're scaring me. Making me question everything I know. Yeah, she's a hero in this uniform. Not a villain. Also, what's up, Vid? Yeah, she's a hero in this one, brother. Which I know is crazy because she looks villainous as hell. But yeah, she's actually a hero. Yeah. Alright, let's see how Thor does. Let's see how he does. Let's go tear it up. I messed that up. Come on now. With that beginning here, line up another proc, and then just jam into it. No. Did he just jump out of range in my 4? That was weird. Oh, man, screwed up the cancel. I got that rotation all wacky anyways. numpad blues this morning, just hitting the wrong keys all over the place. Oh, let's go. 2, 5, 4, 3, quick to the 6 to get it in the, well, it started the proc. My proc's lined up really weird, but that's okay. Cancel. I think we'll just hold and wait for the cancel. Yes, yes. There we go. This, aren't you gonna jump to the middle, dude? Thank you. Bro, am I tripping, or was Black Widow seriously like keeping up with Thor with the fucking CTP of Judgment? She was behind a little bit, right? Was she? I know I'm not good at playing Thor either, I see that, I know. And now I'm bamboozled, so I'm forgetting to use my tier 4 and stuff, but I'm just like kind of blown away by that, honestly. No, she had a higher score. .4, so about 9.5. I know that wasn't a very good run. I played pretty sloppy, but let's see what happens here, because I'm actually pretty stunned. I think what's happening, though, if I'm going to be totally honest, is they're both kind of just running into our Pierce cap is more what's going on. Because I think if we weren't limited on the top end by that, I think Thor would be outscoring her by quite a bit. But I also got to say I'm pretty impressed with her performance here. Yeah, that was the reason, too, that I suggested this uniform in the guide video, is because one thing I did know is that the coverage from this uniform is insane. It is very, very good. It's the same coverage that you get from Spider-Gwen, and I didn't see how I could, in good conscience, recommend Spider-Gwen over this. I should not have touched the team-up skill there. Because this, to me, is way better than Gwenpool. I think Gwenpool does maybe better at lower levels, maybe, but does not have the PvP value. So, yeah. I really like this choice for free-to-play and new players. She's not going to stack up well against, like, established, you know, like, big hitters in PvP at all. Wolverine kicks the snot out of her, dude. And Hulk gives her all kinds of trouble because of the combat type mismatch. It's awful. But, yeah. I should pay attention and actually try to score here. Oh, she's like cooking over here. Oh, I just dunked my own run. Oh, no, I didn't. We got it. Somehow. You let the whole thing play out to the helicopter. That proc line back up. Oh, it's so off. I can't even let it line back up. We just gotta like work with it. Oh, it's so bad. It's so misaligned. So bad. There we go. Got it back on time. Oh, that was timed so poorly. Yeah, I've screwed here. Can't get the tier 3 in time. Nope, so he's gonna harden. I'm gonna try one more here. No, yeah, he's not the best. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's other comparisons that would just completely destroy this score. I'm just having fun with the ability to actually enjoy this while we've got it, man, because yeah, like, I'm no fool. This whole situation with Black Widow will fall off tremendously as more characters come out and stuff. We'll see though, because with more PvP game modes that allow you to use more characters, we might actually end up in a position, whoops, I screwed up my 5 skill, where, no, that did a lot of damage. We'll just keep going. You know, characters hold value much longer. These tier 1 PvP characters hold their value a lot better these days. That's the hope, at least. I think we're ways behind our other score here. Try and clean things up a little bit. Six. Keep the proc tight. 7. He's gonna go to the middle here, yeah. Oh. I hit the 6. What happened? No cancel? Oh, I guess not. Guess I did a weird wonky. I did a weird wonky rotation. Didn't work out. 4, okay. A lot of talking, but it didn't take that much time. Oh, Jean, is it his mom up? Yes, she is. Why did that cancel every time until like now? I didn't feel like I had to delay or anything on it before to cancel with the 6. Like a chance? Am I tripping? What's going on here? Am I missing something here? Why is the, There we go. I don't know, maybe I started it too early or something last time? I don't know. Oh, I canceled that way too early. That one was ugly. Too bad. And I just wasted my cancel. He's stalled out, so maybe I can build it back up. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Back into the broken window somehow. That was some crazy stuff. Meteorites landing on me. I'm scared to use the 6th skill. Good, I shouldn't have. Good thinking. I'm glad I didn't. Nice, they flying back up again. No, meteorites, bad. Here. Yep, it almost assuredly is that Pierce cap that's holding them back. Because look at this, they're going to score almost identical. Yep. I can't remember. What did Thor got? Right about the same, right? Right about 10 million? Got so close to the Mythic Uru. Could restarted. Gone for the Mythic Uru a bunch, but let's move on. Thanks for your patience, guys. That was fun. Scored pretty well. This is not a good look for our account at all. I'm hoping we get an extra rank up ticket that we can use on leader maybe at some point to help with this situation, but it's pretty dire from where we stand right now. And it also, this just does not go well for us because I struggle a little bit with Strange. I'm getting better, but also we don't have the Rage, we don't have the tier 4, and it just makes this so much less impressive. Oops, let's start with the right rotation. Let's start with the right rotation. Got to get on the good foot. Can't start on the bad foot. Wow. We'll get there. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. That's what they say. Yeah, is Ares rough to rank up? I don't know. I've never done it. I'm not going to lie to you. Wow, missed the 3. I don't know. We're just going to go for it. We'll see where we end up. Really bad, though. We do not want to be missing the 3 twice. What is happening, numpad? What is happening, 3? I'll get broken on this eventually and change something because I tell you what, this is such a bad way to play this game. There's worse, I'm sure, but man. Golly, with the 3 again. Really annoying. What's happening now? He's just auto-playing. Dude, BlueStacks is so weird. He literally just started, like, autoing skills. Ay, ay, ay. What is happening? Ay, ay, ay. Save us. Oh, shoot. This. Come on. Oh gosh, that is not good. Woo! That got so crazy with the targeting. I'm just gonna like realign this. Oh, and I got hit somehow. Oh, come on, it's a 6-4. Woo, come on, brain. It's so brutal. I missed the 6 like twice, 2 rotations there. I just wasn't paying attention. Not good. This score is just tough anyways. Actually, it's not that bad at all. It's just like, I feel like you have to work so hard with Strange. Everything's a challenge. I'm hitting so many buttons to get this score. It'll feel so much better once we get a CTP of Rage and stuff. So much better. Could probably get 1.2. Probably. He definitely is missing some juice. See you later, Kyle. Thanks so much for hanging out, my friend. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, Kush, but we're about to push over that to our next set of rewards, because we're getting close. As soon as we get a little more Pierce, we can start pushing for that 1.2 mark pretty much every time, and then take it easy, Sahaj. Have a great night, brother. Thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate you. Is that Desmond? I saw Desmond Shield. What's up, Desmond? Thanks for coming and hanging out, bro. All right, so guys, what the heck are we doing now with this? What are we even doing now? We need Enchantress. Okay, well, thank you, Dimension. Me and Dimension Missions, really, we're like old friends. We just get along so well. Ask and you shall receive. All right. Yeah, we've hit bios on stream, for sure. It's happened. I can't remember who it was, but once or twice, actually, I think we've hit bios on stream. All right, we'll grab, well, let's go see, before we grab that, even though I'm going to grab a bunch more. Oh yeah, we're keeping this spent down. We can't even go nowhere. Ah, that's so funny. Is that intuition or what? I don't know. That's crazy. Or maybe I just knew. All right. Moving on through this, excited to get a CTP for sure. We're really hoping for. Okay, and also, man, we got this CTP selector in here, and this expiry is counting down, and I hate that so much. So I'm like not really comfortable letting this get down to 1 day. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to make a decision here soon with this. And it's a difficult decision to make because it includes our, it hinges so much on our choices with PvP that it makes this really a really difficult call. Part of the issue is if we don't force a PvP CTP like Conquest or Greed, we may not get one for who knows how long out of random chests. It could be so long until we get another opportunity to pick up a PV, to force any CTP. And the thing about Rage, Manpreet, is we are getting at least one Rage guaranteed. And I can't guarantee a Conquest. So that's where my thinking's at right now. And Conquest is also not available in a lot of chests. However, yeah, I've heard mixed things about Conquest. I've also heard that Conquests aren't quite as effective if you don't have any PvP stats, because they tend to try and make your characters more tanky, and that's not very effective when you don't have the base tankiness to build on top of. You basically are just adding a little bit of tankiness, which gets clapped through easily. Whereas Agreed, I think, is a little easier to navigate for our account, because it'll make someone like, get out here, bursty. From what I understand, so we may have some better luck with that, but we'll have to see. I kind of want to see. Oh, no one's doing any work in here, huh? Not yet. Yes, somebody's doing work. Let's get to work. Do a little bit of this. Hate to do it on stream, but it's time sensitive, so I mean, I guess we could call it, but I'd rather just hang out with you guys. There's 84 people in here, so let's just do a couple of these. Let's get some contribution and conquest. So this is right next to our house, and these are pretty non-threatening alliances here. We've got these guys who have a couple people who have been scoring in conquest. These guys are going to be our main concern, but they have a lot of people who don't participate. We're going to have to deal with these guys, and they do have some participation here, including their alliance leader looks a little scary. But then our other opponent has two people that participate, one really heavily in Alliance Conquest, not really heavily, but more than a lot of people, and the rest of their alliance is pretty much non-active. So I don't think we have to be too careful, except we got to watch out for these guys. They're going to have more power. So, where do I put my dog do? We'll just start right here with some safe picks, and if they get overridden, we'll do something different. Yeah, we'll just do safeties here. And do characters, and then whatever. As long as we can get it done. Go for the contributions. Start working towards that chest. This is right next to. Don't you know I live in this game, bro? Oh boy. That's hilarious. Yeah, and even then, it's like such a huge investment that like you need to be a developed free to play, in my opinion, because those rewards, though amazing, are mostly just for one character. So you'll end up with like 3 really strong pieces for 3 characters, and then question mark. You know, you don't have any room to pick up uniforms or anything like that, so Bingo's a tough one, man. Bingo is a tough one for free-to-play players. Yeah, what Harrison said, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Where, like, even if you could afford Bingo, which you shouldn't mess with it if you can't afford it, for sure. Even if you can't afford it as a free-to-play, it's just such a huge chunk of change that surely there was other things you could pick up. I mean, you can get the 6-star sword, which is really nice, but you're looking at 30k crystals, like, average, to get there. So... And even if you stop at the Brilli, it's still, what, 25? So, spendy. It's a steep investment. Man, I love that the people in this alliance are contributing in Alliance Conquest. I think it's really fun. Even if we stink, who cares? Who cares, man? Who cares? Just get any old body. I don't need to use tier 2s here, but we do need to get some movement on the board. We can get contribution. Yeah, see that, and that's the thing with the cards too. Like, you just have more opportunities. So, like, unless your card set is completely stacked, you could throw 15k crystals at your cards and likely get way more account power than you're going to get from that 6-star sword. So it's tough to justify bingo as a free-to-play, in my opinion. I do kind of like this kind of stuff on stream because it gives me a chance where I can like actually watch the chat and I don't have to, you know, buckle down on any gameplay or anything. Really pay attention. I think we'll go 6 because I want to put our crap on this side of the board. I would rather not pollute over by those stronger guys just yet. Maybe let someone else make the plays over there. Here, now that we're a zone out, I'll start putting a little bit of defense in the way just in case. So they're like really bad undeveloped players can't come through here. At least that's something. I try to stay out of the middle zone because I feel like the middle zone is kind of like the key like clinch pin to Alliance Conquest a lot of the times. I feel like it's a lot better to let our Alliance leader or whoever's got some actual muscle to go ahead and work on that zone. Alliance Conquest? It's more of a board game like Risk than it is a game like I mean it's a combo, right? Because it's autoplay PvP, and these are just teams that are set by default in the zones. These are just NPC teams that are placed in the zones when Alliance Conquest starts. 3 alliances start in 3 different corners, and then you try to capture the zones and you try to take them from each other. And in order to cap a zone, you have to clear it out completely within the attack phase of Alliance Conquest. And you get like, it goes through attack phase, prep phase, attack phase, prep phase. So you get a chance to see the results and you get a chance to make some moves. Yeah, I mean, I could, yes. We have like 1 or 2 characters that I actually would be comfortable throwing in the middle, but very few. And our Alliance leader is way more stacked than the rest of us. Yeah, by like a good amount. I didn't even look at our Alliance Conquest contribution. I should. I don't know. I have no idea what it looks like for our Alliance. I know people playing it though. Several of you guys. I don't know if they're from the stream or... I know like half of our Alliance is from the live streams, I think, so... Love to see that, man. Love to see it. This is, I'm going to tell you guys, and, you know, not everybody can play the same way, so I will acknowledge that first, but this is where people will start slipping. They start getting all these rewards, and they'll start slacking on grinding out the other rewards, and then all this stuff's going to stop. This faucet's going to get turned off a bit once the anniversary ends, and that's where we're going to really see who put in the work and who just collected anniversary rewards. Deadpool in here. Give him like, here, this one will be tougher. Yeah, this one will be harder to get through. There you go. You know what though? If you're gonna do that, you might as well just be thematic about it, right? So, give them all basic defense. And wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I like AC, I don't know why. It's just another thing. And now that I used to want to like it, but I couldn't because the rewards were so bad that it just couldn't like justify the time investment. But now that the rewards are cooking a little more, I'm actually really enjoying Alliance Conquest. And I don't know if it's just because of where my Alliance is at and who we're getting ranked against, but it's been a good time. It's felt like reasonably even matches, like every week for us. And we have been winning, which helps feel good about Alliance Conquest. I think we got 2nd last week, though, not 1st. Some guys came up on us. Couldn't beat them down. Do. And yeah, you just keep attacking, and you got to like kind of spread your characters out. And I'm being not lazy, but time constraints have prevented me from. You can preset your teams. Where is it? Here. You can preset teams to make it really easy and fast. Just go boom, 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 and pick a team and go. Which is real nice. Yeah, we'll throw Icon in there and Nightcrawler. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I mean, once everybody's stacked, but that doesn't mean there isn't strategy to it. You're using a lot of your roster to the point where there is, like, there's going to be rock, paper, scissors kind of stuff. There's going to be, like, the ability to dodge people's really good characters. There's still strategy involved, but yeah, it gets way different when everybody's accounts are stacked, and that's when it gets a little less intriguing for free-to-plays at times, because you can still help, though, and because you can attack formations multiple times, you can still be pretty helpful to your alliance. Sure, we'll just, guys. Only matter again. Yeah, Thanos ruling the battlefield. What were you asking, Manpreet? What's the question? Is that a question or a statement? Oh, that one's just about done. Man, let these guys go. Clickety clack. Bust through and try and start cornering these guys. Let them go out and start messing with these guys. We want to like wall them off here so they go tangle with these dudes. Because what's going to happen is we are, like, our alliance is active. So a bunch of us free-to-plays and stuff are pushing out, and we'll like cover the board. And then these guys are going to log in, whoever their two like big AC guys are, and they're going to come through and just go boom and like push back through us, right? So the hope is we can kind of trick these guys into drifting this way so that they get hammered back by these dudes. That's sort of the idea here. I think somebody's already doing this fight, but if not, we can go ahead and do it. Why not? Finish it up. All right, my friends, we're getting towards, yeah, we're just over 2 hours, so I'm gonna finish up this last match. And we'll probably call her here pretty soon, eh? Thanks for listening to all the talk today. There's a lot to talk about, but I feel like we talked about some important stuff, so it was good. We got some good gameplay in. Pretty impressive showing by Black Widow. We built Shuri. Amazing. So we got our Shuri tier 3, got her uniform. Wanted to make sure we did something special for the anniversary today, so that can count. Yeah. One shot in Shuri up. And then tomorrow, we'll either... So, like I said, I won't let this get down to 1 days on this expiry. It's just too big of an item to even remotely risk this expiring in my inventory. So either tomorrow or the next day, we'll make a decision on our CTP selector. Desmond, I hope you're around today because I got to talk to someone about that. And then we've also got our other uniform for a P card reroll, and that is going to be a big deal for us. We really want to get Pierce on one of these cards, because once we get Pierce on one of these cards, I can justify equipping both of these cards. Because we will net lose 1% Pierce, but we will gain an absurd amount of other stats. So there you go. All right, my friends. Thanks so much for hanging out. If you had fun today, learned anything, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps the streams get around as VODs once they're posted. If you want to see more of the live stream series we do every day at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We've also got more guides coming on the way. Still working on the swords guide. Getting there, guys. It's coming. It's coming. The sword guide is coming. I'm free to play. Wait, no. Who am I? I'm Olden Gray. This is free to play. And I hope you all have a spectacular day. Maybe I'll get some extra sleep. Take care, guys.